Hi, I'm going to do a walkthrough of Chaser's most important features. By the end of this video, you'll be able to use Chaser with your team and really hit the ground running. First, I'm going to show you how easy it is to create tasks anywhere inside Slack. Then I'll show you the reminders that Chaser sends automatically to make sure that nothing slips through the cracks. We'll jump over to a channel next, where Chaser creates reports automatically to keep the entire team in the loop. And lastly, we'll go to the Chaser dashboard, where you can see everything happening from a bird's eye view. So to create a task, you just type /Chaser. You can do this anywhere inside Slack. It can be a private DM like this, a group chat, or a channel. Then you tag whoever's going to do it. It can be you, it can be them, it can be multiple people. In this case, I'm just going to assign it to Lucas. Then I'll type create report, whatever it is that Lucas is going to do. You can write anything here. You can do multiple lines. And then I'll put a due date. Due dates are optional, but I'm going to do a month from now, just as an example. And there, you can see Chaser understood that date. It actually converted it from June 11th to Wednesday, June 11th. James hasn't acknowledged it yet, or sorry, Lucas in this case hasn't acknowledged it yet. If he clicks this, Lucas will see the acknowledge button over here. I don't see it because I'm not Lucas. If he forgets to acknowledge this or misses it, it'll follow up with him in the morning. Here's the reminders. Lucas is going to be reminded about this 2 days before it's due and the day that it's due. That's just your defaults. You can change your defaults to something else. You can even come here and add a bunch of more reminders for a specific task if you really want to. Generally speaking, most people just pick the defaults they like and never open this window again. I'm just trying to show you how it works under the hood, but you don't have to remember any of this. So Chaser's going to follow up with Lucas even after he acknowledges it, 2 days before it's due and the day that it's due. But down here is where our users tend to get even more excited, because this is how you're kept in the loop if anything's going wrong. And so if Lucas hasn't acknowledged this task after 2 days, you'll get a heads up. This is really helpful because this way you avoid that situation of the due date rolls around and he says he never saw it. Lastly, if the task isn't complete, you'll get a heads up in the morning and it'll say, hey, today's the day you're expecting this to be done. And you can do whatever you want with that information. The idea here is that he's being reminded, you're being kept in the loop, and this means you can really set it and forget it and treat it like a mental handoff to Chaser. Again, all of this just happens in the background. It's going to keep you in the loop. It's going to make sure Lucas doesn't forget. And then we're going to jump over to a channel. So I'm going to call this channel Project Website Rebrand, but imagine this is any Slack channel you work in with your team. Add some people to it. And to create a task, it's the exact same thing. You just type /Chaser. This time I'll say Sam, say create first draft of brand colors. And you'll see here, this is our first time making a task in this channel, so it's letting us know that's our first task in Project Website Rebrand. And Chaser is going to automatically share progress updates on tasks in this channel. And you can choose when this gets posted. Mondays at 9 a.m. is the default. That's what most teams like. But you can do any schedule you want, including a fully custom schedule with any times and any day. I'm just going to leave it at Mondays at 9 a.m. That's what most teams usually leave it at. And I'll make one more task and I'll say, pick up donuts for everyone. And you'll see here, because I assigned this to myself, this is automatically acknowledged. Of course, there's no reason for me to have to acknowledge a task I made for myself. And these will update in real time. It'll show you if it's been completed or acknowledged. Everyone can see this in the channel, which is helpful. However, in all Slack channels, there's a problem. People are, of course, having conversations about all sorts of important things, sometimes less important. But nonetheless, this gets pushed up. And then the important things that were discussed before are lost because no one's scrolling up every channel to keep track of everything that's ever been said. And that's why on Mondays at 9 a.m., we have that status report. And I'm just going to manually bring one up right now. It's a Project Website Rebrand status report. These are your action needed tasks. So these are your tasks that are either not acknowledged or overdue. No one likes having their name tagged in the overdue section, of course. And so it's going to really help people feel accountable to making sure that they mark their task complete. But it's also going to make everyone's lives 10 times easier because Sam doesn't have to leave Slack, go to another tool, figure out where the task is, and mark it complete there, which can feel like more of a hassle than it's worth. Sam can just come right over here in Slack, actually not even leaving the Slack channel, mark it complete, and that's going to update this. Now that whole section's gone because everything's in order. There's no tasks that require action, and everyone can see what's going on. So you've automated accountability. You've made everyone's lives 10 times easier, and also you've given visibility to the whole team. All this just from creating the tasks. Reminders happen automatically. This progress update and status report happens automatically as well. Lastly, you may notice this green button here to open the project board. And so now we're looking inside the project website rebrand. We can go and show the completed tasks if we want. I'm going to hide that for now. If I click here to exit out of this, now we're looking across the whole company, and we can see every channel. We can also see every coworker. We can click our own name if we want, and now we're seeing everything assigned to us. And just as an example, we'll go back to the rebrand, and I'll make a task overdue. When there's an overdue task, first of all, it gets highlighted red, and then in the sidebar, the red one appears to show that this is somewhere you should be paying attention. And you can easily just click on it to jump in and see what's going on. This dashboard makes it really easy to jump between different places to pop in, pop out, see what's happening. But the most important thing about it is that as the project owner, it's very helpful for you, but for your team, who's maybe involved in 20 projects, and maybe not all of them are even using Chaser constantly, this dashboard is not necessary for your team to open up every single morning. They can stay inside Slack. They can mark things complete from inside Slack where they're doing all their work. And you as the project owner can come here to see what's going on